everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. And today I'm actually body viewing another top 500 Mercy, and this is Galaxy. And the reason why I know this is top 500 is I know Galaxy. Galaxy is an absolutely insane Mercy, but they've asked me to come and body view today. So I feel as though this is kind of just be like a display case. I feel like of another like top 500 Mercies kind of like gameplay. So obviously I will be kind of like looking out like here and there if there's like anything that could be improved upon, but the majority of it might just be like a full just like me kind of commentating on why Galaxy's going to do this and stuff like that. I know this is a top 500 lobby, as a lot of these people that I see on the screen right now I do end up playing in my lobbies as well, since we are both on EU and also on console. So yes, once again, you can get your own body views. They are for 5,000 channel points. I do them on Mondays on my Twitch, and then I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays as well, and that'll be just my normal gameplay and stuff. So you'll actually get to talk to me a little bit there, because sadly on the Mondays I don't really tend to talk too much, because obviously I'm doing VODs. So at the moment we actually looked in on the Life Weaver. Galaxy has told me that it's only for like a few seconds at the beginning. So yeah. Was it doing that good? No, Galaxy, don't put yourself down like that. Come on, it's gonna be well good. Trust. I mean, we have started out with the Life Weaver. I guess that's to get the Widow up, which is quite nice. Okay. And then it looks like, oh, okay, so a Sombra. And then we're going to switch to Mercy. We have the Hanjo Spark skin on. I absolutely love that skin. And we have the Bee as well, which is really, really nice. So obviously we're already going in with our cast, which is really, really good. So they play in the cover really, really nicely, which is really, really good. Healing up, which is really, really nice. I love how you're still like looking out for this this Sombra a little bit as well, which is really, really nice. Obviously Jane into the room when you see the Rhine. Awesome. In up the cast, which is great. So overall you're doing like absolutely amazingly right now, just kind of, you know, staying where you need to, play with the cast. Lovely GA in as well to go and help, and the council is really, really great. Lovely switch in as well when needed. Overall, really, really strong so far. Honestly, I've seen no issues whatsoever just yet. I like the little super jump. I don't think the super jump was needed, like just purely because obviously you don't end up want to peek in their cast a little bit. But honestly, I think they're all kind of like dead, which is really, really nice. Lovely peel for the torp. Let's get your beam on. Lovely peel for the cast. Sorry, the other cast even, the Sigma. Lovely backing out. Yeah, I was just about to say I would play over there a little bit more. But you did it, like, just as I was going to say it, so that's alright. Nice heals on the Kiri. Sadly, she doesn't get picked off. Okay, in that scenario, I would have just kept the beam on the Torb. The reasoning is because, like, it's going to take you time to, like, come and peek the cast to try and help. So I feel as though what you should have done here is just literally stayed on the Torb with the healing here. With you going to go and help with this cast, it isn't like going to help him survive here. So just kind of keep your beam on the Torb. Obviously, I don't know whether that gets him out. It might have been, might have not. But overall, your positioning here is like really, really good out of the way. We're going to see what you end up doing though. So we end up like helping the Sig a little bit. Obviously, it, like starts extending out. Yep, you've done the right thing of backing out here, which is great. I feel as though I would have like got the pistol out a little bit here, but that's just me, just like being extra cautious of like people like chasing me down. We did the right thing, obviously getting out, which is really, really good. Lovely peel again for your Torb, which is great. I just look at the team and gave up on that fight. No, honestly, you did the right thing, because like as soon as you kind of like see that shatter, I would have like, you know, obviously tried to go for the Torb, but as soon as like, you know, it ends up getting the cast and it ends up getting the Torb afterwards, like, you know that you're not going to be able to do anything, so you just did the right thing of just leaving, like, just leaving, like, instantly. But it's all good. Lovely damage boost on the cast, waiting for, like, when he peaks, and obviously healing when he's not there. Lovely use of cover. Lovely heals on the Kiri. Can't help your, what's it called? Can't help your the cast. You cannot help this cast, and it's fine because obviously you go and help the Sig, which is really, really nice. I would have maybe pushed the damage boost a little bit more, but I don't know if that's just me. Lovely res, waiting for like, the safest opportunity to, which is really, really good. Nice heals on the Kiri. I love how you're cutting the beam on her right now, because obviously she's the one that's, what's it called? one that's contesting. And yeah, overall a really strong first team fight. Obviously got to go healer up and then end up going over, which is really nice. You like looked for the res and it was like, no, I can't, because obviously it's on cooldown and stuff like that. I love the ping though, where it's like, I want to go and res them though. Hopefully the Sigma will move the shield. Okay, it doesn't have shield anymore. It would have been nice if the Sigma moved the shield. But it's good that you kind of like let people know that's like, that's what you want to do with the res. I don't know whether it's just me, but instead of like pocketing the Sigma here, I would actually pocket the Torb. The reason is because if the Torb gets a good like dink on someone that's like on this backline and stuff like that, because right now this Sigma is just kind of focusing like on this kind of area where it's obviously like the Rhine shield. He's not really going to get any damage done. But if the Torb gets a good pick, you can like, it can, what's it called, allow people to like walk in. So I would maybe put my beam on the Torb here just to kind of like help spam out a little bit more. But other than that, really, really good so far. Nice Valk. Oh, unfortunately you can't do anything for your cast. You can res that now. Okay. Res Sig instead. Perfect, because obviously he's the safer one. And obviously he's like, what's it called, is your tank as well, which is great. Lovely use of Koala as well. Lovely. Once again, very, very well played. Obviously, you know Ryan's used shatter, so it's fine. You don't need to play it safe or anything, which is great. Got a little bit caught on the cart, but it's fine. Pull the heals again. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I would have like hit the damage boost on the Sigma Flux when he was like going to go up, but he ends up getting like shot down by the high news, so it doesn't really matter. There was a peek, so I couldn't res the cast there. Yeah, I was like looking at it. I saw the Widow kind of like come down. I was like, yeah, no, you've done the right thing of going to go and res the what's called the Sigma instead. To be fair as well, the what's called the cast is going to come back like a lot sooner than the Sigma as well, and I feel as though the majority of the time it is actually better to have a tank. So you did the absolute correct thing of resin here. And then just with like this Sigma Flux, I would have looked to maybe damage boost it, but obviously he ends up like obviously getting caught out by the high noon, so nothing you can really do about that, sadly. But we'll see what ends up happening for the rest of this fight. Back out, which is really, really nice. Love how you end up just like hugging like these walls and stuff like that is really, really good. And obviously playing down here. Disconnects to the beam as well, which is great. Because I don't see like enough people disconnecting the beams. Because the beam actually makes like a little bit of noise in case people didn't know. And then obviously the crouch walking is great. I think it's the same thing again. I would put my beam on the Torb here instead of the Kiri. Just purely because, I don't know, it's just kind of like my personal opinion. It's like to go and damage boost the Torb instead of the Kiri. Nice, I like this damage boost on the Kiri like there though, when she like goes up to go and like, what's it called? Peeks people. I would be very, yeah, I was about to say, I would be very, very careful with moving here. Like, so what's it called? So obviously, like, you playing around here and stuff like that, but obviously you crossing here, I would actually wait for the Widow to fire a shot, because you have a bit of time when Widow fires a shot, like, instantly to kind of, like, move around. So it's just, you have to be, like, really, really careful with this rotation here. The Sigma has uptime, so I was healing him until he got to shoot up, but I would have damage boosted him. Oh, I mean, that's fair enough. I thought he was going to, like, lift up earlier, though. That's why I was, like, a bit, what's it called? But that's alright. I don't think you end up winning this. Nah. You did the right thing of backing out there as well. That's all good. No worries. It's just, it's really frustrating playing against, like, Widows and stuff like that. Just what's it called? You have to play, like, so much cover. It's just really, really unfortunate. So we have a Sim now. We have Sim Tracer. So obviously we're going to be, what's it called, with Tracer. Sorry, play with the Sim a little bit more. Rather than having someone nice, like, to pocket, like, a cast or someone. Nice how you're looking up at that window as well, just in case. Nice Valk. Just in this Valk, I've been looking to damage boost a little bit more. I feel so like, for example, when Ryan goes to do like his fire strike and stuff like that, or just like in general when people are like a little bit like above this like full HP, or like very, very close to that full HP, I just try and push that damage boost like a tiny, tiny little bit more, but very, very like tiny, tinily, honestly. But with that, it's really, really good. See, Trace ends up going falling down. Ooh, I want to just watch this in like a 3D view. I want to see how close this was. I think this just seems like really, really unfortunate. That I think you're like just above the Rhine shield, aren't you? So Val, yeah, this is kind of like, because obviously your sim is like, what's it called? Your sim is still like really, really healthy here. So you can actually like just kind of get away with damage boosting quite a bit here with like the Rhine and everything. And also you have the Kiri here to help like with the Symmetra and stuff. So obviously we're damage boosting nicely here. So this is where the headshot happens. Just about. So Tracer dies. I think are you just above the Rhine shield? Dude, that is so unlucky. I'm gonna be extremely honest, this isn't really your fault at all. Like, sure, like you could have played like a little bit lower, but you are just above this. Like, they've picked out like such the narrowest of margins to get you here. Because you were playing like such good cover, you're using this Rhine shield to like move around. This is just extremely unfortunate on your behalf, I'm gonna be really, really honest. Because I was like, oh, could this like be avoidable? I feel as though if you play like a tiny little bit lower, but honestly, like it is so fractional, like, or you cannot like blame yourself or kick yourself for this one, honestly. It's so like, so unlucky. I'm gonna be really, really honest. Should have got good. But you end up capping it though, which is really, really good. So obviously it keeps it alive. It's just really, really unfortunate with that Widow. We have Ashe now though, so obviously Ashe is going to switch to being main blue beam, which is nice. So obviously love your cover that you're giving here. I love as well how like you are still looking at your team as well through this wall, because I see a lot of people just like fully just like looking at the Ashe. You're doing a really, really, because you know I see a lot of like lower rank people saying like, you know, just like looking at this Ashe here, you're doing a really, really good job of like keeping your camera angle open like this and making sure you can still see your team through the wall. That's really, really great. Lovely rotation. Really, really unfortunate. I don't think, yeah, I was about to say, unless if your rank could hold this shield up for long enough, I would say I don't think it can. Nice rotation back. Oh, okay. I feel that was a little bit of a mistake. Like, it feels like you wanted to go back here, which is perfectly fine, but you kind of ended up like overcooking it slightly, but it's fine because you recorrected it really, really nicely. It's all good. So damage boosting Sim. Lovely rotation. You're all kind of just like stuck in this room for a moment, which isn't like too great. Then we're going to follow Ashe on the flank. I love how you look at your team though throughout that entire thing. It's great. Lovely. Oh, go on, go on. Nice. Obviously, you saw the break. I would have maybe like pinged her, like just to like kind of like let your team know on like the just in case, so like, you know, you don't end up like dying in a 1v1. But yeah, we wind that back. The GA. Okay, hold on. Oh, thank you. Whereabouts? What it was before this? It was like here-ish, wasn't it? I'll rewind it for you. So, okay. So you do like a, what's it called? You end up like basically, it looks like you're like trying to get back in, and you just kind of like overcook it slightly. Like you should have like cancelled it like just about here, but it's fine. It's all good. You should have like, what's it called? You should have like literally just like cancelled it slightly here. You end up like peeking it slightly, but it's all good. Like it's not like, what's it called? It's not like a big error or anything. Like you corrected it like really, really well. The backwards, yeah, it's all right. So it's all good. So yeah, so I was saying obviously here with like, you did really, really well with like looking at your team while you were with the Ashe there. Great, honestly. And then I would have just said just to ping the break there just on the just in case. And yeah. So I love this positioning right now, obviously helping the Ashe. Great positioning right now. Obviously you don't need to move from here. See the Widow, nice. You moved obviously to compensate that, so move like round to the other side slightly. Hero codes are getting fallen. Lovely res for it. I feel as though you did the right thing of resing here as well, because your Rhine is like really, really like far in right now. And if you kind of like go and do like another like backwards J to try and get in, you put yourself once again at risk for this Widow, right? So you have to wait for this what's called this Widow to fall. But it's all good. Lovely damage boosts on the Sim though. Builds up Valk, which is really, really good. Lovely heals. And yeah. Just honestly a really, really like strong match. This Bob saved us so much. No, the Bob did a lot, to be fair. But honestly, Galaxy, I cannot fault you at all right now, honestly. There's like, obviously, you know where you've gone wrong, like with the GAs and stuff like that, the little bit of mess up with the GAs and stuff. I just feel as though, like, there are certain points where you should, like, try and push the damages a little bit more, like, with the first Valk that I showed you. But honestly, apart from that, I cannot fault you, like, with your gameplay. Like, it's so, so good. But anyway, so it looks like we're about to start again. We've pretty much got like kind of like the same comp, except we have like a Sigma and a Mei now. So we're still going to be focusing the Sash, which is great. Love the use of cover. I love the little duck down there. I would have maybe looked like backwards slightly. I was vibing to new genes when playing this game. I mean, fair enough then. Obviously, you know that they're going to be coming, which is great. Moving to compensate for it. Love how you go through. Okay. Nice. I love how you go to go res that Kiriko instead. Beautiful. You do end up getting caught on the wall, but it's fine. We get around there, which is really, really great. Obviously going to get heal up people, which is really, really nice. Lovely rotation as soon as they get him, which is great. Nice rotation again, getting round. And then going with your Ashe. Obviously can't do anything for your Ryan there. That's not your fault. Lovely. Oh my gosh! Oh, that is so unfortunate. Okay, so going like, let's just quickly rewind it because I want to see if there's anything. I'm gonna say there isn't anything you can do because I know you, Galaxy. But I just want to see whether there is any way that you could have like gone to maybe avoid it. So we go in. I would have put the beam on the Mei quicker. I would have like I would put. Oh, sorry. I don't, because there's a lot of people in one space, because I prefer to have, oh, you prefer beam target, so I'll go, okay. See, I prefer, facing target, so if I would have just, like, kind of flicks, like, I love the duck down, do not get me wrong, like, it's great. I would have, like, maybe, like, tilted it slightly, like, away, but that's, like, just my kind of, like, personal opinion, but if you prefer beam on, then, you know, you do you know. I would have maybe put my beam on the Mei a little bit more here. Just purely because obviously your Ashe isn't like really gonna be able to help here. And then we do this backwards like GA. It feels like if you wanted to do this backwards GA, you should have like aimed it to come like up like more like over here or something like that. Or like just done, you know, like I don't know how high you have your sense. I have my sense on quite high. So I would have essentially GA'd into the Mei, and then because of obviously the speed reduction with the backwards GA, I would have done a directional one and head like back and then maybe like up here. The reason is because then you can still, like, obviously help out your Ashe. Your Mei should be kind of, especially because you have this carry that's able, like, to peek up and stuff like that. My sense, yeah, so exactly, you have the sense for it. Because obviously, if you want, like, a slower sense, I would have been like, oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, if you turned around there, you would have probably been able, like, to get up here. And this would have avoided this whole kind of, you did amazing, like, trying to recover it by coming up here. It's just, sadly, I think the GA was, like, a little bit too slow. We'll rewatch it. So obviously, yeah. So then you try, let's get around. You do the lovely little jump up, but sadly it's just not high enough to get onto that ledge, and you end up getting caught out a little bit. But it's fine because your Rhino had already like fallen and stuff like that. So overall, it's just like that tiny like little thing. But honestly, I feel as though that's like only one of like the bigger mistakes I've seen. Like probably the only like bigger mistake I've seen so far. Was it can't save Mei. I like how you went in though to go and help, which is great. Lovely use of cover right now. Lovely how you back out to the better cover. Lovely damage boost right now. It's the same thing with this like kind of like super jump here. If you wanted to super jump, I would have done it like behind the pillar a little bit more, because you doing it out in this open bit, especially when they have this Hanzo and Sojourn, it can very easily just like one-shot you right now. So if you want to do this like kind of like super jump up, just try and like do it behind that cover. But once again, it's absolutely minute things right now. Anyway, lovely focusing with this Ashe. Love your positioning right now with her. I think this is kind of like me maybe just like being a little bit over dramatic and stuff like that. But this, while I'm doing this, I would also just be kind of like looking out for my team and stuff like that. Not like obviously you can like, you know, help them right now and stuff like that. But that's just, it's once again, it's just like a little like thing that I would do, very much looking out. Heal her up, nice. I was about to say, I love how you waited for her like to, what's it called, properly like unpeak. Oh, okay, let's rewatch this. Because I feel as though you do end up like nearly getting your head choked off here. So we sit with the Ashe. I love how you wait for her like to go back and reload to go and like heal her though, which is great. Okay. So we wait. Nice. Okay, what ends up happening here? So we're very like stood like out in this open bit. I feel as though you could have positioned yourself a little bit better maybe by like positioning a bit more like maybe like back like around here or something like that. Just purely because if that's because so Sojourn will want to come and like recontest, especially because she has this Mercy, will want to basically come and recontest your Ashe here. And with you stood basically directly here, I'll watch it kind of like in this angle. She comes up, she's got a charge shot. If that charge shot hit, and especially if it's like a headshot, it obviously it wouldn't like kill you because it's like 195 now. But still it could do a lot of damage. So it's just kind of preparing yourself for that and just kind of like playing, you know, back here, because then it means she only has one person to aim at, which is your Ashe, okay? Because that's really like close to you, okay? But other than that, it's all good. And this is when you told me I would do with the bot to bump someone up. Oh, okay, Galaxy. I was wondering why you like stood so still for so long. I was like, what? Like, but no, it's all good that you obviously, you know, you waited for like the healing. But yeah, it was really, really close. But you can see now why I was like, you need like to play in that little bit of cover some more. But it's all good. Obviously helping Ashe. I love how you're still looking out for your team here, which is great. I love. Oh, okay. I'm just going towards the end of this. Okay, this was really good. Like you going up and then like onto this like kind of wall bit out of the way. This was really, really good. I want to quickly rewatch this again. So I really enjoyed this. So obviously that's the railgun that we talked about. Look at your team, which is really, really great. So she gets picked off in a second. I love how you just didn't res here because you know that she can like get up to you. I love how you come up here. This is lovely. I would have maybe tried to hug the wall a little bit more, but that's just me being really, really picky right now because this res is honestly amazing. I think maybe with the res, I would have tried to drop down behind the wall. I don't know whether it's possible from like, because obviously you did the march. I don't know whether it's possible for you to maybe like drop down behind the wall, because then, because obviously you know Ashe has like that little immunity for a second. It then gives you a chance to come back round, and it would have saved you from obviously taking all this like extra damage. Because you know obviously where the cart is, you know where all the enemies are, because you know I know your Galaxy, you know the game so well. So you know that obviously you're going to be safe right now. So I don't know, like obviously you were in the scenario. I don't know whether you would have been able just to quickly drop down behind the wall and then go around. But that's just me once again being really, really picky there. But yeah. But obviously we do some great like crouching to try and avoid. That's what I meant, like what you could do. I tried to but couldn't. Fair enough then. I was like, you can't really see it that well in the VOD because obviously I'm not like, you know, I'm not you. But as long as you tried it, then honestly it's great. Obviously get picked off again, can't do anything there. So you go to your team, which is great. Sojourn are coming round. So obviously we're hugging round the wall. I would have hugged round a little bit more here, right? I would have said, because obviously you know this Sojourn is going to be behind you now. You literally just need to like, basically put your faith in like this front line right now and just walk forward, all right? Because obviously your Ryan ends up taking out this Hanzo and stuff like that. So I would have just like kind of walked forward a little bit more, because if you walk back, you know this Sojourn's just gonna like hit you basically. But other than that, it's all good. So we have ourselves a Hanzo now. Obviously it's still damage boostable still, so it's all good. Your team ends up peeling back for the Sojourn, everyone, which is great. And yeah, we'll just wait for you to get back, basically. It's annoying that no one's gonna come and pick you up though. I would have been like so annoyed. I was like, guys, come on, can you like come and pick me up? Because you haven't like to walk all this way back like so quickly. But it's with your Hanzo now, which is great. Lovely damage boost onto him, which is great. I love where you're positioned right now. Obviously, like using this cart right now, and obviously you know that you could drop down like behind it as well if you need to, which is great. Honestly, it's just like a waiting game at this point, which is like not like great. I would have maybe tried to put my blue beam on the fire strike, so that's just me being really pernickety with like what's it called? With damage boosting. But yeah, honestly, this is all kind of just like a waiting game until obviously because you could hear and like usually people ping as well when they're going to be like going up this like high grounds and stuff like that. So this is literally just like a waiting game for you right now. Lovely res out the way. Obviously gonna start pushing now. Yeah, I was about to say I'd rotate round, which is what you're going to be doing now. Love the heal him. May gets picked off, can't really do anything about that. Love the damage from the storm arrows again. Back it off really nicely. Lovely back off to the the health tank room, which is great. Lovely bout. I would have maybe like not like fully like because you kind of like do like the full GA in and it's like really quick. I would have like cancelled it maybe like about here-ish maybe. On like just so you don't accidentally like, take like a load of damage from like this team. Because knowing my luck, if I was like to do a GA like that, I would just like go absolutely smacked about by the enemies. But I like how like you GA in here. This is like a like not like I like your Valkyrie, this is what I mean. And then obviously the GA I would have like maybe like done it around there, but that's once again being really pernickety. Lovely using your cover of like the cart and everything like that. Lovely GA around. I like how you stay with your what's called your Hanzo here. And then you go and help him, which is great. Ooh, okay. Let's see what's it called. Let's quickly back this up, just because I want to have a look at what we could have done here. So, obviously we end up stalling it and going back. Really nice. I love this rotation to be with your Hanzo. And then you like kind of like commit with your Hanzo, which I really like. Okay, let's see what's your Honor doing right now? Your Honor... Okay, so your Honor can hit the Rhine. It's just I feel as though like you didn't see obviously like her hit the Rhine, which I understand. Obviously you going to go and help, which is fine. So obviously you go and help. I don't think that would have helped your Hanzo. Like I don't think you would have like been able to save him and stuff. Okay, I have no awareness here. Yeah, I was just about to say like this is very uncharacteristic, which I was a bit like what? Like you know this Ashe is still here, and you know she's either going to peek from here. Or like rotate round and stuff like that. You should be able to hear her footsteps. So I'm glad. Obviously, you know what you've done and stuff like that. I think the only like way you could have like really got a res off here is obviously if you like asked your Rhyme for like a shield and stuff like that. Yeah, 100% Galaxy, and you know that as well. So there's no point like dwelling over it. You know it was a mistake. You know you should have like been looking out for the Ashe and maybe helped eliminate the Ashe before you go for it. It's fine. You know that. It's all good. But I just went for the res. Yeah, it's all right. I know you know that though. I suppose oh, that's a little emote in spawn as we're getting out to the team fight. I don't know whether that was what's it called? I don't know whether you meant to do that or not, but we'll keep going. Let's see, we go back. I feel as though here I would still like play off to the side a little bit. Once again, it's me being like really what's it called? Okay, oh go on Galaxy. I'll let you explain the emote. Go on. Because and then just as a quick kind of like thing for this scenario, I would have like GA'd and just kind of still been playing this cover. The reason because you still have this Hanzo that's still like shooting you, and knowing once again my luck, an arrow would hit like through like these like it'll hit through here, and it'll like headshot me. Bio account changed the. Oh, okay. So he's gonna change it, and then essentially it's what's it called? You've emoted instead of saying no. All right. I mean that's fair enough because I was like stood there and I was like, okay, we're just emoting in spawn now. That's all good. No, no, it's alright, Galaxy. Honestly, it's so good. But we do make it back to the team fight, which is Galaxy could have felt heroic. But anyways, obviously, you know what's it called? Could have we get there anyways. It's all good. Nothing like bad happens from it, so it's all good. I would have like come over like to this though on the just in case of the Hanzo. But it's all good. We can see what happens now. Obviously moving forward. Helping the sim out, which is nice. Lovely damage just on the sim, because obviously just high charge. Can't do anything about that, and obviously you know the Ash is there now, so you back off, which is great. Lovely like, using that health pack room again, which is really, really nice. See that Tracer, which is great. I would have pinged it though. Unless if like, obviously if you're in comms, I don't know if you're in comms, Galaxy. But obviously you can like comm that. But obviously with me, I would have like pinged it. But it's all good. Make it back round. Lovely healing. Nice packing away to the health pack though. That's really, really nice. And yeah, you just end up winning it basically. So overall, Galaxy, once again, it's a really, really strong VOD. Obviously, I knew it was going to be when you submitted it. I was like, I know it's going to be a really, really strong VOD. It's just, once again, it's like little minor, like slightly little things, which I feel as though I'm going, if I was to VOD review any kind of like really high rank Mercy, it's always going to have scenarios like that. But it's always like really, really good to talk about and stuff like that. Obviously, I would change that emote wheel if you haven't already. I would change that like real quick, just so you don't end up doing that in another match and stuff like that. But you already know like where you've gone wrong and stuff like that. Like there was like certain parts where you weren't positioned like too great, or like obviously with the res and stuff like that. So you already know where you're going wrong. But honestly, like any VOD that you're gonna submit to be Galaxy, it's gonna be really, really strong, and I love it. And obviously, if anyone's like stuck around to come and watch it, obviously it's great to, you know, watch higher ranked players and stuff like that. And I always do like to kind of do these VODs of like higher ranked players as well, because obviously it gives a chance for obviously you guys to see some more like high ranked gameplay and stuff like that isn't just my own. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Galaxy for submitting the VOD as well. Once again, you can get your own VODs. You offer 5,000 channel points, and you can do them on Mondays. I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and they are just like my gameplay days. And yeah, so thank you to everyone that stuck around on Twitch, and also for you guys on YouTube that have watched. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you all later. Bye!